So you're doing the heavy one now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems everybody else is asleep, or they haven't figured out what to do yet.
I had to go out and come back in. So
So you didn't sleep well? I haven't slept at all. I think I slept maybe 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes.
yuck.
I woke up in maybe went to sleep by maybe we went to sleep around 10:30, but then I woke up around maybe 12, and that was it.
But
Death was coming for my in my mind, so I had to set up. I've watched every episode of Mr. Ed, of everything else. Nothing was gonna make me sleep last night. You're feeling really tired, huh?
Excuse
Yeah,
me. I'm sorry.
you're really
What?
feeling it today. It's hard when you're stuffed,
Yeah.
especially deadlift, because you can't get your breathing right.
Well, I hope it goes away quickly because from looking at last week's video, I was starting to deal with this probably about in the same spot I am now. Oh, sorry.
Could have a since last week.
Yeah, last week's when the congestion and everything started, but the headaches started earlier last week.
Could have COVID. Because that
No,
thing's
I've
still
already
around,
tested.
lingering somewhere in the different places all the time.
Yeah, no, I tested because I deal with too many older people that just I
You
don't want
tested,
to.
okay.
Um, dark green, dark gray.
And your legs are looking a lot thicker
Oh, my knees are getting so small.
in comparison. Yeah, right. But you could see like a lot of thickness.
Oh, yes, there's definitely something happening. Rather, it's getting bigger, getting leaner, getting
Yeah.
fascia more smoothed down. I don't know, but yes, we are accomplishing something. Okay, I've done my too heavy. So now we want to do long range to failure,
Yeah.
which is
Remember, we still want it to be heavy. It isn't that we don't want it to be heavy, but just that you're able to control a long range and with good amount of reps. We don't want to do 5 reps. you know,
right.
the first couple of times you play around to find out more or less the tension you need, but then once we have it, and then obviously we try to add more every time, or a little more reps, or a little more.
Now we get to refigure it all out next week. Excuse me. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm getting warm now. Hot flash.
Yeah.
Hot flashes, meat sweats, congestion.
Everything at the same time. Yeah, that happens.
Ah, fell apart. How's my form?
Looking good right now.
I think, is it Michelle?
You're
She's
using more
watching.
of a stiff leg, which is fine, but you're doing good. What were you saying about the show?
Um, one of the newer ladies just trying to get it, and it's just like it's a hard one to get. I don't think I've even got it right, and you just said I don't because I'm doing too stiff leg.
Hmm.
So where do I bend here? Is that what?
Yeah, right there. You're doing it right there. That's good. Stiff leg is just that you pull your knees back more. With the regular one, you leave your knees where they're at and you stick your butt back more, like right there. You see, that's more regular. Stiff leg, you at the same time you push your ass back, you leave your knees pulled back also, so your leg doesn't bend at all practically. You're doing good. That's the clench fitness foot plate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I ordered myself one of those because I want it for something else also.
Okay, I'm feeling it in my back, so.
Yeah. Okay. Stop. It's okay. You went all the way to failure, then you did a lot of reps. So here, that's it. Then do calf raises. All right. Ideally, what you will want there is maybe to do 10 to 15 good ones and then stop and then do it again and then go to failure.
Okay.
All right. So if you already, it's like the first, if you're going to do 2 sets of that, you wouldn't do failure the first set. You would just get a good 10, 15, maybe 20 that you feel that it's good, it's hard, but you're able to do it. If you go to failure, then you stop. But if you're only doing it to get volume, then we would do like try to get 20, 10
Okay.
to 20 and stop once you get started. That, when you're doing full, nice, good reps, you stop. Then
Okay.
the next set, you go to failure.
Okay.
So right now, then just go to calf raises
Okay.
because we don't want your
I need
back
a
to get
second
overly
though.
tired or anything like that. And remember, practically the same thing with calf raises. Do a good amount that you're able to get at least 20, whatever, but you don't have to go to failure that first time. Just get the good pump going and then
Okay.
rest like 30 or a minute and then actually go to failure.
Okay. So 2 sets on each time through. Okay.
If you didn't go to failure, if you go to failure the first time,
Right.
then, that's it.
Right. Right.
That way
Oh.
you're also able to control maybe one time do it with two and then one time do it with one. You're able to control your time frame. So if you're more rushed, then you would just do one to failure.
Okay.
The calf raises I would like to do too, because calves do respond well to more volume.
Okay. Uh, calf raises. Is it single? No, it's double.
What'd you ask?
I got it.
All right. What's good about that board is that I have a special kind of bar that it's called like the buffalo bar or a bison bar that has an arch in it,
Hmm.
and it'll be good for back squats because that plate has channels that run forward and back.
Right.
So you have bands that go forward and back rather than on the side.
Okay.
So I'll be able to alternate back and front squats. But it's because
Fun.
the bar that I have, I actually have a barbell bar that I cut down. That's really like the Duffalo bar. That's one of the best bars for back squatting or squatting, or because it has a certain kind of arch in it that allows you back squats or low bar back squats always affect people's shoulders in a sense because if you load it really heavy and they could give you pain in your elbows. With this bar, it doesn't because it contours to the back in a certain way that it almost like it goes like in a certain arch like this. So it really sits well on the thing. You don't have to the problem with back squats is that the width when you have to open to grab the bar, it could affect your shoulders. While this thing at the angle that it's on doesn't have that issue. It really is good. It was really good also for bench press. If you did bench press on it, on a bar, on a bench, the arch itself was also really good for it.
Neat.
Can't be used obviously for chest press because you're standing. And the bar, even though I cut that down, the bar in and of itself, what I have left weighs like 20 pounds. You couldn't chest press out because that's too much pressure this way. For back squats, 20 pounds is nothing, you know. After a certain back, 20 pounds on a bar by itself doesn't feel like anything if you're already used to squatting, right? It's not like it's going to
Right.
be a major amount, but the angle and that particular foot plate allows, so then you're really allowed to do really heavy,
Neat.
you know. I'll show it once I have it. You don't understand
Oh,
how hard it was to cut that bar down. That thing was thick.
oh, I can't. I can't even
To grind that
imagine
bar
what you
down
would use.
that is really hard.
Okay, now that one I got about 30, and I used white with two shorteners. I'm going to light gray. Should I use shorteners again?
The thing is with the calf raises, I wouldn't necessarily use shortener. I would use as heavy as you can get up and get into position because you're not worried about the range is only wherever you're standing, right? So if you have tension once you're up, that's fine. And what you want is a lot of tension at the top. You don't have to shorten it necessarily. Just use a bigger band if you're able to.
Okay.
You're not trying to like get range from like the deadlift. You want to be able to have as heavy possible tension at the top. That's it. But you don't want to have to like uh, contort yourself to do the calf raise. That way you don't waste your back trying to even get up. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So in this one, I wouldn't use this foot plate, or I would use. You see how the foot plate has two holes? I would use the inner one so you're able to stand up with it at a higher position, so you're not messing your back. You're only trying to calf raise it.
Do you want me to go to the regular plate?
Yeah, I would do the regular plate. That way your back wouldn't be affected. Or that one has two holes. You see the holes in the middle? The holes in the middle, or like that. But you see I'm sorry. You see where you think that those are grips? The grips down the side. Those you could pass the band through also. You understand that, right?
Yeah, that's what I just did on this one.
Yeah, you could do it like that. But what I'm saying is that the where you grabbed it right now to twist the bar, that you're able to use the wide area or the short area in that foot plate.
Right.
See, and what I would do is that the first one, all right, the first one that you do, I would do it without straps.
Okay.
All right, so that way you're working your grip also. Since you're not going to failure with it, you're trying to get 15 to 20. You just do that. Then the other one, do it with straps if you want.
Okay. Like I'm doing good. Oh, slow it down.
Yes,
Ugh.
always slow it down.
Ugh. This helping my arches.
Yeah, feel good. All right,
Yep.
ladies. Monday.
Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye bye.
And